Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So right now we are at Barcelona's airport. We are about to fly to Shanghai. We're extremely happy because this is going to be Yance's first time in Asia. And later we are going to continue our trip to Tokyo, Japan. So we are going to be having just 8 hours in Shanghai. So that's why we decided to go to the city center to meet up my teacher there. And Rich is right now at Gatwick Airport in London, and then he's going to be flying to Shanghai, and then from Shanghai, all the three of us, we're going to be flying to Narita Airport in Japan, Tokyo. So everyone, we finally got to Shanghai, and unfortunately we won't be able to go to the city center to meet my teacher because there is a horrible hurricane right now in Japan, like Florida style. I mean, you know, roofs flying all over the place. The underground is apparently extremely flooded and everything. And they say that flying in the evening is kind of like dangerous. So that's why we might actually have to fly within 2 hours to Japan, and unfortunately we won't be able to meet my teacher today. So the good thing about it is that it seems that we will have to come next year in December to Beijing and Shanghai with my sister. It's not going to be this time, unfortunately. Say hi.
Hi!
So we just met a new friend here. He's
Hallo,
from the
hoe
States.
gaat het? Ik ben Zak. Ik spreek een klein beetje Nederlands. Me llamo es Zak.
Uh-huh.
Ni hao.
Something else like konnichiwa.
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 Saki. Ramen.
Genki. Something else. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Ça va?
Como stai? Ciao.
In Russian it's like
Privyet.
Yala.
Privyet. Privyet. Как дела?
Как
Russian
дела?
and Ukraine.
And then something else.
In Canadian, it's hiya neighbor.
Hi neighbor.
Can I get you some bacon?
Neighbor. Some bacon. And maple syrup.
And maple syrup.
Of course.
I know, exactly.
So right now we are on board, and we are about to leave for Japan. We're in premium class, evidently, and we're extremely excited. We thought that we were not going to make it, but here we are about to depart. Everyone, right now we are at Narita's airport. Unfortunately, we've got a big problem. On the flight from Shanghai to Tokyo, they lost our suitcases, and that means that we don't have anything. So we basically just have what we have right now with us. So right now we have to go to the city center because we are going to be staying in Shinjuku. They gave us 40 euros as compensation until we get our suitcases, but that's obviously very annoying, and we were not the only ones. There were quite a few other people actually in the same situation, and this is very inconvenient, to be honest with you.
And the worst thing is that he bought a brand new suitcase just the day before travel.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so right now we want to go to the center. We want to see Tokyo for the first time, and we just want to have a nice meal in the center. morning, everyone. Today is our first full day here in Tokyo. Yesterday we had a bit of an experience. We went to Shinjuku, to just enjoy the evening because obviously it was Jance's first time in Asia. And we just wanted to make the most of it, but seriously it was like difficult because imagine we had the same clothes, we were thinking of
Imagine what?
we had a horrible situation yesterday, but anyway, so right now we want to go around Tokyo and we haven't had breakfast. Right now we have just gone to 7-Eleven. Let's see what we can have here. So in these convenience stores in Asia, you can get like all sorts of things, and it is actually kind of convenient. That's why they're called convenience stores. I just love them. We just went to 7-Eleven. Recently we got two lattes, we got a tea, and we got something which is called corn dogs. So obviously this is something that we had never seen before, and right now we are going to try them.
My question in Japan, where are the public rubbish bins? Where we live, we want to throw away all our garbage, but we have nowhere to put it. But we've noticed that in the street there are random places where they put plastic bags, and maybe this is the place where you have to take your rubbish.
We just came to Kurumai because we want to go to the Senso-ji temple. This is one of the most impressive and beautiful places that you can see here in Japan, and we just went to Lawson to get two hojicha drinks, and Yancy got a milk tea, and she says that she loves it.
And they're very refreshing, and we're wearing our lovely long sleeves which will protect us
Because
from the sun.
even
And they're cool.
even though you cannot see the sun, the UV light is still there, and it is not going to get us. I'm sorry. Do you know what? Now I can relate to all of those people coming from different countries around the world to see the Eiffel Tower in Paris. And basically, in my case, I have been dreaming for many years to see the Sky Tower of Tokyo. And here we are. That basically means that one of my many dreams, once again, has come true. Do you like the place?
We love the place.
We're enjoying.
And the weather today is a lot nicer. We have a nice wind coming from like all sides.
So what do you think about Tokyo, Yancy?
This is such a beautiful place.
Uh-huh.
And you
And?
especially like the food, right? Like last night, she was enjoying her ramen. My goodness.
One of the many places to go for a good walk in Tokyo, that would be by the Senso-ji temple. Over here, there are a lot of markets and plenty of places where you can buy beautiful Japanese souvenirs. As we were here, we decided to get our kimonos. Before going inside the temple, we decided to go for lunch. And as we were walking, we found this place unexpectedly, and it happened to be a Chinese restaurant. We were very happy because the staff spoke Mandarin Chinese. And as you know, Richard and I are currently learning this beautiful language. As soon as we left the Senso-ji temple, we decided to go to this interesting cafe where everything was made of matcha. As soon as we entered the shop, they gave us some free tea. Later, Richley and I decided to have 2 ice creams made of matcha, and Yancy another dessert still made with matcha tea. As you know, matcha is one of the most important and famous teas of Japan. It was a delicious experience.
Oh, it's so refreshing to have a nice, freshly warmed cup of tea, well, a bottle of tea from the 7-Eleven local store in our neighborhood in Japan. We feel so happy to be here, and although we do have a language barrier here, we are getting by.
We do speak to them in Chinese, which
We
is
speak
wrong.
in Mandarin Chinese, and they understand what we're saying, because there's lots of Chinese speakers here, like us, even though we might not
Although
know
most
Chinese.
people, actually Japanese people, do not understand Chinese.
Exactly. And what I like about this place is it's so quiet, and probably people are listening to my loud, booming voice at like 6 in the morning, but never mind. We're on holiday and we have got a very short time. This is my very first Japanese curry bun.
What do you think?
Oh my gosh, do you like it? Do you know what? It's like a deep fried bun. Look at that. So nice. Wow. Japanese food is so amazing.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Here we are ready in our kimonos. Right now we are going to the Senso Temple of Tokyo, and we are so looking forward to getting to that lovely place. I would like to explain the reason how Richley and I ended up walking on the street of Tokyo in kimono pajamas. When we went to this shop by the Senso-ji temple yesterday, we asked the man if there were kimonos. He said yes. In this country, people don't speak English at all, not even the most minimum. So even if you were asking any essential question, believe me, do not rely on that, because they would not understand what you're trying to say. And we also were a bit naive to actually not realize that they were pajamas and not kimonos. However, the good thing is that Japan is one of the fashion capitals of the world, and in this city you can wear anything and you will still look okay. Senso temple, and we were just given some free tea, cold tea, because it is extremely hot today and humid. And they even have like these things, like, I don't even know how you call them, like to make people feel fresher, because it is really, really hot. When we were trying to find a place to have lunch, we found this other shop where they sold kimonos and other traditional Japanese costumes. We decided to get this one for myself. This one is a bit more practical than wearing a kimono, also taking into account the weather that Tokyo currently has. It is extremely hot, therefore this is a lot more practical. We came to this lovely restaurant where we had a delicious set of Japanese food and some sashimi as well. So right now we are in Ginza, which is the financial center district here in Tokyo. Over here you are going to feel like if you were in Gangnam in South Korea, if you have been to that city. This would come to be kind of like the Manhattan of Tokyo. You find just basically offices and things like that. And if you like contemporary modern architecture, you can come here. The place is very nice, and the weather got a lot better because it was kind of humid and hot earlier, but now it's kind of like much better.
In the park where the Imperial Royal Palace is located. There are lots of lovely trees here, the grass is cut to a T, and we're on our way to see the amazing Imperial Royal Palace.
And we have just been discriminated because we speak English.
Yeah, and we just went to a place because I wanted to do a procedure, and they told me that unless you speak Japanese, no service. So
and when you said that you only spoke English, they said, get the hell out of our clinic.
they literally asked me to leave, if not they were going to call security.
And then?
And then I had to leave, and I feel that here I don't feel identified, I don't feel welcome here, because unless you speak Japanese here, you're not getting anything. Can we have a club in amarillo or in blanco? And can I have the white?
Hello everyone, good morning. So right now Richard and I are going to Shibuya. We want to go to that famous street, and we want to see the statue of Hachiko. My sister decided to stay in the house because she's a bit tired. We might be going out like later. So we've got good news. They found our luggage. It is going to be sent today to our place in Shinjuku in the evening. So we're extremely excited.
After lots of telephone calls and talking with lots of people and reference numbers, finally the luggage is going to come to our apartment today.
Disgusting just by looking at them. right now we are walking towards the famous intersection here in Shibuya. It is true that when you come here, you see the massive crowd of people like going from one side to the other, and that's kind of special, to be honest with you, because what they say is true. There are a lot of people going from side to side, and that's very interesting. Today the weather seems a lot better because it's not as hot and it's not sunny, but it's still a bit humid, and we are just trying to make the most of Tokyo. Have gone from side to side like around 4 times by now. It is really interesting, and to see so many people at the same time, it's crazy. That evening, we decided to go to another iconic region of Tokyo. I'm talking about Roppongi. This is considered to be one of the most trendy and incredible places to see in the capital of Japan. And from here, you can also see the iconic and only one, Tokyo Tower. It was very beautiful to see it. Unfortunately, it was raining. Well, since it was raining and it was the evening, we thought that it was already time to have our dinner. And to make this dinner even more Japanese, we decided to have some traditional Japanese sake. Unfortunately, it was a bit difficult to serve it because they gave us this sort of teapot. It was a bit odd to have sake in a teapot. Once we finished our dinner, we thought it was a very good idea to go by the Tokyo Tower. We never thought that we were going to be allowed to go to the top of the tower. It was a bit impressive, taking into account that it was rather late. Hello everyone, right now we are going to Shibuya to see Hachiko statue, and we also want to go once again to the famous intersection because Yancy didn't go yesterday because she wanted to rest during the first part of the day, and that's the place where we are going right now to. My sister Yancy decided to wear her chipao that we bought her in Malaysia in Chinatown. I know that many Japanese people will stare at her because they hate anything that has to do with China, and that's why we did it, because we are proud of China. As you can imagine, all that walking made us really hungry. That's why we came to have a lovely ramen and look at the size of this massive piece of art. Believe me, it was absolutely to die for. And as promised, we came to see the statue of Hachiko. There were by far too many people and it was really difficult to have a picture with the statue without being bothered by other people. Hello everyone, right now we are on our way to Yokohama. We're going to Chinatown. I know that maybe you might think that it is strange that we are in Japan and we're going to Chinatown. Well, it is special because Yancy has never been to Chinatown before, so today is the day.
How do you feel that you're going to go to a Chinatown?
In Japan.
It's strange or?
I rather it's Chinatown, China, so.
That's
Exactly.
true, yeah.
Anyway, so it is hot. Like, it feels that the summer doesn't want to go away in Japan. My mom says that it is very cold in Spain and people are wearing coats, and here, like, seriously, look at us, like, it is extremely blistering hot.
We never see this because we're always in Tokyo. This is Sky. We're enjoying a lovely green bubble tea here in Chinatown in Yokohama.
Matcha.
It's a matcha, it's very icy. Yancy's also having one, and we're having a great time.
Right now we're going to have a nice Chinese soup with plain rice and Beijing kaoya, which is one of the most delicious dishes in the Chinese cuisine. If you want to know where to party in Japan, you have to go to Shinjuku. This is where you are going to find similar fun, such as in the Western European countries and the American continent. Good morning everyone, so right now we are going to Skytree Tower. Today is the last opportunity that we've got to go to the very top to see Tokyo, like the skyline of Tokyo during the day, because we went to the Tokyo Tower but it was nighttime and we couldn't see it properly.
So today we have to see Tokyo from above during the day.
We just left the Sky Tree Tower, and right now we are going to have a lovely ramen because tomorrow Rich is leaving Japan. He's going back to Europe. This is extremely sad. Yancy and myself, we are going down to Osaka. I mean, I should be happy. I am happy, but I'm sad like at the same time because obviously we are not going to be able to go together. But you know, never mind. Good morning, everyone. So right now we are going to Shinagawa train station. We're just going to Geneva today via Beijing, and in our case we are going to take the high-speed train from Tokyo to Osaka. This is going to take like around 2 hours, and basically when packing I was extremely like shocked. This has been like seriously the heaviest ever that my suitcase has been. I'm not even kidding. I reckon I've got like around, I would even say 40 kilograms in one single bag. That is by far too much. And I will have to buy a new one because obviously I may have problems when checking in my suitcase. And I'm so stupid that when I came from Spain I brought by far too many things. When we came here, we bought all the things because they lost our suitcases in the process from Shanghai to Tokyo. And oh my goodness, this is just nightmare.